Hi everyone, my name is Limin. Today I'm going to present about the effect of different drying methods on vitamin C content of lime. Vitamin C is also known as ascorbic acid, and it is found in many fruits and vegetables that provide nutrients to humans. Vitamin C is sensitive to light, heat, and oxygen. Therefore, it loses during drying process that involve high temperature and exposure to light and oxygen. There are several factors that will affect the percentage loss of vitamin C, such as drying temperature, drying method, and drying time. The drying method that I use are sun drying and oven drying. According to US Department of Agriculture, the vitamin C of fresh lime is 29.1 milligram per 100 gram of lime. Previous study proposed that vitamin C decreased more in sun drying process than in oven drying process. Therefore, the objective of this experiment is to determine and compare the vitamin C content in dried lime using different drying methods, which are sun drying and oven drying. The materials that are used are teaspoon, dropping pipette, plastic cups, syringe, povidone iodine, lime, measuring cylinder, cornstarch powder, ascorbic acid, digital kitchen scale, and blender. The experimental procedure can be divided into 5 sections, which are pre-treatment of lime, preparation of starch indicator and solution, iodine solution, standardization of ascorbic acid, preparation of lime juice, and titration with iodine. In the pre-treatment of lime, fresh lime are cut into slices, and some of the slices is dried under the sun for 2 weeks, and some of them is baked in the oven at 150 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes. In the preparation of starch indicator, a teaspoon of cornstarch is mixed with 1 small bowl of hot water and stir well. And to prepare the diluted iodine solution, 10 milliliter of povidone iodine is mixed with 90 milliliter of water and stir well. This will give a 1% iodine solution. In standardization of ascorbic acid, 0.5 gram of ascorbic acid is dissolved into 50 milliliter of water. Then 10 milliliter of the ascorbic acid solution is mixed with 90 milliliter of water and 5 milliliter of starch solution. Then iodine solution is added dropwise until the solution turns blue. The process is repeated for 2 more times and the average number of iodine drops is calculated. In the preparation of lime juice, the fresh lime slices is blended with 50 milliliter of water and sieved. Then 10 milliliter of the juice is mixed with 90 milliliter of water. The steps is repeated for sun-dried lime and oven-dried lime too. In the titration with iodine, the 100 milliliter fresh lime juice is titrated with diluted iodine solution in the presence of 5 milliliter starch solution. The number of drops of iodine is recorded, and the titration is repeated for 2 more times. The average number of iodine drops is calculated. The whole process of titration is repeated for sun-dried lime and oven-dried lime too. This next slide shows the results of the number of drops of iodine. In the standardization of ascorbic acid, the mass of vitamin C per drop of iodine is 0.176 milligram per drop, which means that 1 drop of iodine reacts with 0.176 milligram of ascorbic acid. In the titration of fresh lime, 4 grams of fresh lime and 50 milliliter of volume of water is used. The small measure of the fresh lime used is 10 milliliter and the mass is 0.8 gram. Then the average number of iodine drops is 176 drops. After calculation, the mass of vitamin C per gram of lime is 38.72 milligram per gram. In the titration of sun-dried lime, the average number of iodine drops is 82.76 drops, and the mass of vitamin C per gram of lime is 17.74 milligram per gram. In the titration of oven-dried lime, the average number of iodine drops is 102 drops, and the mass of vitamin C per gram of lime is 14.25 milligram per gram. This chart shows the mass of vitamin C in fresh lime, sun-dried lime, and oven-dried lime. From this chart, we can see that the fresh lime has the highest mass of vitamin C, followed by sun-dried lime and oven-dried lime. Based on the result, we can conclude that the vitamin C in dried limes is less than vitamin C in fresh lime, and the vitamin C in oven-dried lime is less than the vitamin C in sun-dried lime. The result does not follow exactly to the previous study that states that the oven-dried lime has the higher vitamin C. This is probably because of the oven temperature is set too high, which causes more vitamin C loss. The error of this experiment may be due to the titration using pipette that will create human error due to inconsistent volume of each drop. Besides that, the oven temperature is too high, which causes more vitamin C loss, and therefore it does not tally with the result from the previous study. To improve the experiment, I should use the lower oven temperature and bake each side of the lime for 5 minutes for uniform drying. In conclusion, vitamin C in lime for different drying methods are successfully determined and compared. The result does not exactly match the trend because the temperature of the oven used is different. So in this experiment, I found that the vitamin C is sensitive to heat and therefore it will lose during drying process. The challenge that I faced in this experiment is that previously I was planned to use the freeze drying method, but it failed because my fridge broken during the drying process, and then the sample just defrost and cannot use anymore. Besides that, I also forgot to adjust the oven temperature, which caused the lime to scorch. And this is the references that I use in this project. And thank you.